morning, everyone. We're starting off today with a road trip to Crop King to pick up a few inflation fan backups and some fan blades so Doug can fix the one exhaust fan for me. So in today's video, we're going to show you some upgrades to the plumbing that Doug has for me that's going to save me a lot of time. I'm also very excited to show you how clean the greenhouse got. And we started it up again, and I have a couple sections planted, and I got plenty of seedlings in the nursery going. Well, we're back from Crop King. So the past few years I've been fighting with hoses to fill up my nutrient tanks here and to wash out my big reservoir tank. So Doug has decided he's going to set up some lines for me here. So everything's going to be plumbed directly here. He's going to use some flexible hose so I can still be able to take everything apart and clean it, but it's going to make my life so much easier.
So with the valves in the back, I'm going to just hook up a water line that can fill those nutrient tanks up by turning a valve. And my plan is I'm just using some barb fittings here with some clear tubes, and we'll just drill a quick little hole in the side of the barrel, and then we can use the valve just to fill those up, and we won't have to haul the hose back and forth to fill different containers up. I think this is just going to make things go a lot faster. So basically here what I did was I extended the water line up from the top, and this back line feeds the water wall, comes down, goes over to this valve. And these separate valves here will control the water flow into the nutrient tank. I just drilled a hole in the back of the hose, and a little flexible hose goes into the tank, and so we won't have to haul hoses around anymore. I also did one down here for the pH adjust, and here I put a hose connection, and I'll probably hang like a hose reel right here. So Katie will have a little hose that she can use to clean out the nutrient tank when she does a nutrient change. Okay, let's see how it goes. I think this is going to work out great.
So I never realized how dirty all of this was until Doug cleaned it. It's just amazing how much more light's coming through. So I'm really happy the way the deep clean turned out. It's so much brighter in here. Now that we got the shade paint cleaned off, the inside of the walls all wiped down, all my channels are clean, the nutrient tank's clean, and my crop here, the Tocopacana, is doing really well for the slow, low light days in the wintertime. Very happy with what's happened here. Here's a better angle. You can see the blue sky. When the shade paint was on, it was like a pearl white color. You need all the sunlight you can get for the wintertime. So here I got some pea shoots going in the channel. They should be ready for Thanksgiving. So I got my next channel ready to go. It's just a partial one because I'm going to do micro cilantro in there. So I got the growing medium wet down already. I got my emitter connected to the spaghetti tube so it doesn't wash all the seeds away. So everything's ready to go. I just have to seed it. So I'm hand seeding the cilantro here. Like I said, I'm doing half a channel. Now I'm going to attach the emitter to the channel because you don't want to have a full flow that'll wash all your seeds away. So now I'm putting the cap onto the channel to keep the algae down while the seeds sprout. And I'll leave this on until they sprout. So I'm seeding some micro broccoli now, and you see I have the seeder for this because these seeds are really round and they slide out of my hand, so it's easier to use the seeder for these. So these should be ready in about 2 weeks, which will be another one for Thanksgiving. We like growing the broccoli because it really adds some nice flavor to your salads and sandwiches. You see when I'm seeding, I'm trying to get it across the whole channel. You don't want to waste any space, any growing medium. So here's our nursery channels. Not sure the configuration we're going to end up with, but right now I'm just using my old setup, and I'm using the trays to hand water everything here. And it's working out really well in the wintertime here. You have to water them twice a day. You can tell everybody's doing well. So I got some spinach coming up here. I got some kale, that's for the family, and I got some tatsoi, some Swiss chard, and then a little bit of 5-star lettuce, that's also for the family. Well, since it's winter time and it takes longer for crops to grow in the greenhouse, I have to have a lot more planted because it does take 3 to 4 weeks longer to grow some of the crops. So I'm just showing you all the seeding I've been doing here, getting it all ready to go. So here's a little update on the high tunnel. You see we still got some hot peppers growing here. I'm going to try to make some hot pepper jelly. And the hops here, we really didn't harvest too many of them this year because Doug wanted the energy to go back into the rhizomes. So next winter, or next spring I should say, they'll be a lot better. So our next project is to get this all out of here and cleaned up, get them all cut back and ready for the winter. So out here in the high tunnel, even though we've had some cold days, it hasn't froze out here, so I still got my peppers going. I'll be picking some of those soon and putting them up for the winter. Here are all the strawberries. They're all still in place. A little bit of fruit on them here and there, but I have to get these guys cut back and ready for the winter.
So I guess we'll end the video here. The next one's going to be on strawberries and in the high tunnel. And please like and subscribe and leave me any questions, comments, and suggestions down below.